Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a tag video called What's Your Shade? And the premise of this tag is to share with your subscribers your foundations that you have in your collection and kind of, show the color and talk about the formula in hopes that it will help you, if you're looking for a new foundation, be able to pick one out. So I'm going to start off by saying I have quite an oily T-zone, and because of that I do like to find a foundation that has an SPF in it, so I'm not putting an extra kind of moisturizing product on my face underneath my foundation. But not every foundation comes with that, so I do have a bunch here that don't have the SPF in it, and so I haven't really found my holy grail, to be quite honest. There's certain things I like about some of these and certain things that I like about others for different reasons. So I'm going to try and move pretty quickly through these because I have decided I am a bit of a foundation junkie because I have 12 different foundations here in my collection. So gasp, that's a lot. I'm going to start off with some powders. And the first one I have here is the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat foundation, and the shade I chose was Natural. It looks like this. I don't really wear this very often. I just think it's not quite right. It's not, I think it might be a little too much of a yellow undertone for me. I'm going to try it again in the summertime when I have maybe a little bit more color in my face, and see if that doesn't work better. The second powder foundation I have is Laura Mercier's Mineral Powder Foundation, and I use the shade Natural Beige. And see if I can get a little of this on my finger. That looks like that. So when you compare that to this, yeah, this one, it's just not right. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, I really like the Laura Mercier powder foundation. If I'm wearing kind of a sheer BB cream, you can kind of bump up the coverage a little bit by putting that on, and that works great. Okay, so moving into the liquid foundations, the first one I'm going to share with you is this Tarte Maracuja Miracle Foundation, and it's 12-hour foundation with a SPF of 15, and the shade I chose was medium. What was I thinking? I'm not really medium. I'm more light, between light and medium. It's too dark and too moisturizing. I'm going to find a new home for this product. I think one of my coworkers, this will work great for her. I just picked the wrong thing. I should never have bought it. It's not right for me. It's a lovely foundation, by the way. If you have dry skin, that's a great foundation. Okay, next up is the Revlon PhotoReady BB Cream, and this color is in light medium. It does have an SPF of 30. And I haven't worn this very much. I haven't had it very long. I think it's a pretty good match. Pretty good coverage. Might be a tad dark. It'll probably be a better fit for me in the summertime. Then I have a CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. And the shade I have is Buff Beige. And you can tell I do wear this. I like this foundation. It tends to a little bit to settle in my pores, and I don't like that. But the formula is great. The coverage is great. It lasts a long time. So I'm trying to find a better primer to wear with that. Next up is the ColorStay Whipped Foundation in Sand Beige. So it looks like this. This is such a luxurious foundation. It's kind of not solid, not creamy, not liquidy. It goes on like butter. I mean, it just goes on so beautifully. I really enjoy wearing this foundation. It doesn't have SPF in it. I tend to wear this a little bit more when I'm going out for a night because the coverage is a little bit heavier, but it's really just beautiful. I do wish, however, that it wasn't in this big honking jar. You never want to travel with this. You could hurt someone with this. Whatever. Okay. One of my newer foundations is the Paula's Choice Resist Instant Smoothing Anti-Age Foundation with antioxidants for all skin types. It looks like this. And my shade is level 3 light medium. It's a good match. I haven't really worn this, I haven't had it that long. I haven't really played with it that much. I wish that it had an SPF in it, then it might be perfect. But most of her foundations do have SPF in it. I was really surprised when I got this and I saw it didn't have SPF in it. I don't know what's up with that. Then moving on to Kat Von D, the Locket Longwear Foundation. This is a really nice foundation. I have shade M54. I actually wore this when I did my Kat Von D Saint palette review. So if you want to see what it looks like on my face, you can check that out. It, again, does not have SPF in it. It's, I would say, medium to full coverage. But it's really a great foundation. And it's pretty versatile because you can put a little moisturizer in there and sheer it out. It's good for traveling. If you only want to bring one product, you can use it. It's heavy enough to be a concealer for me, or I could sheer it out and have it be a little bit lighter. So that's kind of a pretty versatile product. I do like that quite a bit. Moving on to the Paula's Choice Barely There Matte Tint. It has SPF 20 in sheer ivory. This is probably one of my faves. It's like a sheer, almost like a BB cream. I love it to travel with it because it's in a nice small tube. Here it is, my shade. It blends in beautifully. It has the SPF. It's a little bit buildable, so it satisfies that need as well. So that's one of the ones I reach for quite a bit. Also, I love the Paula's Choice Best Faces Forward Foundation SPF 15. It looks like this. And my color is Best Champagne Beige. I think out of all the foundations I have, this one matches my skin the best. This is like my favorite for full-on best coverage, color match, and has nice coverage. Could be a tiny bit more coverage, but really nice coverage. So I do reach for that one quite a bit, actually. I'm close to finishing that one up. Okay, Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and my shade is 3.5. Looks like this. Really a great foundation, one of my favorites. Wish it had an SPF. Excellent color match. Great coverage. Wish it had an SPF. Okay. And then one that I've really been loving lately for just day-to-day use, and this is the one I'm wearing today, is the Garnier Bb Cream. And this has an SPF of 20, and my shade is light medium. I like this. I think the color match is great. This is the OilySkin formula. Looks a little light on my hand, but I think it's a great match for me, especially now. And I do reach for this one quite a bit, so I think the coverage is great. It can be buildable a little bit. If you apply a second layer, you can get a little bit more coverage there. So that's one of my favorites. So that wraps up my grand tour of my 12 foundations. I hope this was helpful and useful to you in picking out a foundation or narrowing down a foundation choice. I would love to know what is your favorite foundation, so leave that in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.